Hey guys, first I want to say thank you for the continued support. And I know last video was a little bit sadder, but this video is going to be a lot more jovial, a lot more jokes. Um, really, really all the support has really helped, and I'm doing a lot better now. So I guess that should help lighten the mood for the next video that I'm making. So anyway, um, on to the video. Today is a video that a lot of you have been waiting for, have been asking, and others haven't. But I'm doing this idea anyway. So today is not a vlog. Today is not even a random video idea, but it's another music review, baby. Another one. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Another one coming straight to you today, prime time. Except it's not the music I want. It's Olivia Rodrigo. So today I'll be reviewing both of her albums, Sour and Guts, which I will both rate from a scale of 1 to 10, as well as rating each song 1 to 10 and what I like or dislike about each song. And then at the end, we'll see how I like Olivia Rodrigo as a whole, you know. So starting off the album, my expectations were extremely low. I wasn't really expecting much. I wasn't really expecting to like it. But the first song, Brutal, came on and my expectations were higher. The song was actually pretty good. Nothing that I would listen to in my spare time or really, watch that or listen to that myself, but it was passable. But then I remembered Driver's License is on this album. And then immediately the pain comes surging back. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. The next song, Traitor, is decent. I mean, it's alright. Nothing, I would not listen to it again. Especially considering all the songs that come later and how it sounds like all of her other songs. Which sucks, right? Because I don't want an artist where all her songs sound the same. Like, what? Like, what the hell, bro? I don't want to hear that. I want to hear some variety in my life. But we'll come to that when we come to that, all right? Next comes Driver's License, which sounds very eerily similar to another song, as in the song that came before it. It goes this thing in the chorus like 3 times. It's a little annoying, but to be honest, listening to it a second time, it isn't the worst song ever, I suppose. I think it really just gets a bad rep from the verses and stuff, so realistically, it's not really that bad. The next 2 songs, which is 1 Step Forward and 3 Step Back, and the other one, I forgot, I don't know. They're both basically just Billie Eilish songs if you just slap some better singing over it. I will say this, Olivia Rodrigo is a much better version of Billie Eilish, but that's an extremely low bar to set since Billie Eilish is actually my least favorite artist of all time, and anybody can fight me on that. I really don't like her. I don't like any of her songs. Right as I started to lose faith about anything having to do with this album, though, Good For You was actually pretty decent. Credit where credit is due. And I think that song would sort of feed into the next album and kind of seep into Guts a little bit. Because in Guts you have a bit more less talking about guys who screw you over and more about, well, this song is that, but you know, it's a different vibe, a different feel to it. So then the rest of the album would slowly kind of slip away from me. I mean, I really didn't super enjoy it, to be honest. But I only skipped the second to last song, which I believe is called it's Jealousy Jealousy, because I just couldn't stand it, you know. It's kind of graining on my sanity. That's not the second to last song. There still are like 3 more songs. But really, to me, there's not one thing that I can pick out of it other than the fact that she makes a Billy Joel reference. Bro, that's so sick, bro. But apparently, and like, honestly, I'd really like to get all these guys' perspective of these relationships. I feel like that'd be very interesting. Like, imagine like the one she just calls worthless is just like a really nice, like friendly guy, and she's just the insane one. That'd be pretty funny to be. But honestly, I would really like a Olivia Rodrigo X's like diss track of Olivia Rodrigo. That would be sick. I mean, like, imagine just be like, Olivia Rodrigo, you a real, you get what I'm saying? You know? But honestly, the next album starts off pretty strong with a pretty entertaining song. Not a really good song, I would say, but definitely entertaining. Like, it's called All American Demonetization. And it kind of hits. It's not super good, but it does its job. And then Olivia Rodrigo just completely ruins the whole rock synchronous thing altogether. So then her next song, Bad Idea, right, is clearly a bad idea because it has one of the worst choruses I've ever heard in my entire life. Literally the most annoying chorus it's literally the same note, monotone, over and over and over again. I cannot stand it. It is the worst freaking chorus I've ever heard. Clearly the worst song. And I get that Olivia Rodrigo's not for me. I understand that. I'm a guy. I don't listen to that sort of stuff. I'm a metalhead at heart. But for all intensive purposes, this song just freaking sucks. It's a terrible song. But then the next song, Vampire, was just sort of... I mean, the lyrics were a little bit better this time around. There are definitely better lyrics in this album than the previous, which is kind of why I didn't talk about the previous one too much, because all of the songs are just kind of the same, except for the last one of the last album, which I remember being pretty alright lyrically. But really, there's just not much to say about the first album as compared to this one, right? So next is Lacey, which is actually the first song that I completely skipped because it just didn't sound interesting. But Ballad of a Homeschool Girl is actually pretty decent because it's not about her and her completely failed relationships. But I like how she just keeps convincing herself that it's not her fault, even though it seems like statistically it probably is, considering how many guys you've dated. Eventually you have to look inward and say, maybe it's me. But no, don't listen to old Isaac, Olivia. Go do your thing. Go do whatever. I actually really don't care. You can really just skip the next 2 songs in the album and go to Get Him Back, because baby girl, we're about to get him back. And this song is it's entertaining for sure, and that's a lot of the things about these songs. Some of them are entertaining, but I think the songs that are entertaining rely on being fast, and since the songs don't really have that much talent, the songs that aren't fast are really boring, and that's just rough. And that's the main problem with her stuff, of course, but it would get a little better, I guess. People I know are hyping up The Grudge. It isn't good. Like, it just plain isn't. It's the same as all of her slow stuff. It reminds me a lot of Billie Eilish, and that makes me very sad because it's Billie Eilish's way of singing is just completely appealing to one demographic, which is 13-year-old girls, 13-year-old girls, and 13-year-old girls. Finally, for the last two songs of the album, which is Pretty Isn't Pretty and Teenage Dream, I completely skipped Teenage Dream, I'm gonna be honest, because, well, I didn't completely skip it. I listened to the first 10 seconds and then I decided, nah, but Pretty Isn't Pretty was alright. There's not really much to say about most of Olivia Rodrigo's music at the end of the day. It's clearly not my cup of tea. And that's all what we can learn today, folks. So the final verdict, Sour gets a 3 out of 10 from me, and Guts gets a 4 out of 10. Not the worst music I've ever heard, but definitely not the best. And that's kind of how it is. Anyway, so that's my music review you've all been waiting for. Man, but we're just missing one more thing, aren't we? Yes, one more thing that I also promised one specific person that I would do. And I'm going to do it as a part 2 of this video right now. Yes, I'm going to fit this whole tennis ball right here inside of my mouth. Let's see it. There you go. I have now proven it to you. And now my mouth tastes fuzzy, all thanks to you, that one specific person. Anyway, see you later, dinguses, because I know you made me do this video. And see you later, all you haters. Smell you later, alligator. Nana nana boo boo bye. Oh, yeah, and also, hi, JC. Bye, JC.